Hello, my sexies! You're so freaking sexy! It's true, you are. I see you as sexy. Anyway, today, what? Huh? What? What? Oh, yeah, right. Alright, today we are going to talk about how to deal with tradesmen. And all you feminists out there, first of all, what the hell are you doing watching my videos? I just can't see them being your kind of thing. And second of all, it's not a feminist issue. I'm actually talking about men in trades. When I say tradesmen, I mean men in trades. Anyway, moving right on from that. So I want to talk about how to deal with tradesmen as a man. My advice might work for you as a woman, but will definitely work for you as a man. Okay, so you treat, the way to get along with tradesmen is you treat tradesmen like dogs. Okay? Especially in school because there's a whole bunch of them. So it's all about where you fit. You know, where you fit in the pack. Okay? That's how tradesmen are. They are dogs. I'm not saying all men are dogs. Feminists, cool your jets. Just tradesmen. And this is not all tradesmen, but when you get it, anyway, it's just, why am I explaining myself? For fuck's sakes. Okay, tradesmen are dogs. You have to figure out where you fit in the pack, and surprisingly, I'm not going to say that I'm the alpha, but I'm going to say that I'm the alpha. So let's start with a few examples of interactions. So, the other class, most of the classes seem to be douches. And each class is almost like its own pack. And therefore each pack has a leader. Or possibly a few leaders, which makes the class not work as well. Anyway, so they'll challenge you. They will do what a dog will do. Like I had one of the guys from the other class who I'd already told to knock it off because he was being a dick to some guy in my class. He was walking down the hallway with me and he starts fucking playing chicken with me. Like, he's walking towards me but beside me and then he shifts so he's walking straight at me. So I thought, okay, treat him like a dog. Don't give in. So I'm walking right at him. I'm a big guy. And he buggered off at the last second. Moved out of the way, and he hasn't given me shit since, so I had to assert my dominance over him. Treat him like a fucking dog. I'm sorry for swearing so much, I can't help it, I just do it. I don't know why I'm still explaining myself. But the same goes for my class, like, once I showed that I was big, strong, I wasn't gonna put up with any shit, just no one messed with me, and then if you could, there is an academic aspect to it as well, so it's a little bit past just dogs. So showing that you have the knowledge of what you're doing helps as well, and when someone challenges your knowledge, not giving in helps. So, dealing with tradesmen, if you don't want them to give you shit, you have to be aggressive. I'm not saying, like, punch them in the face. I've got in very few fights in my life, and I should say there's almost never a circumstance where it should come down to fisticuffs. Ever. Okay? Don't hit someone unless you know you're in physical danger from them, and you know you could stand up for yourself. Because if you're in trouble, and you hit someone, you're just going to make it worse. You really are. Don't be a hero, bro. Don't do it. Just don't do it. But, you know what? I take back my previous... This would probably work for women as well. You know what? Like, I know for sure this will work for women as well. I've seen it. Maybe not as much in the physical aspect. But don't take shit from them. Show that you're just as good as them. And don't let them treat you like shit. And they won't. Like, you have to stand up for yourself. You have to push. And you have to figure out where you fit in. You can't always be the top dog. There's always someone who knows more than you. And there's people who aren't going to back down. The only way that they'll back down is if you push to the point where they back down, and lots of people won't do that short of knocking them on their ass. It's just, that's just how it is. So they're not worth it. Yeah. But it could be the same. If you don't know anything about cars, and you go into a shop, don't be like, oh, well, you know, just do whatever you gotta do to my car. Because, you know what? There are a lot of honest mechanics out there, but there are things built into the mechanical training, which I'm finding so far, that are unethical. It's a brutal industry, and I don't like how some of it works. But if you go in and you're confident and you know what you want out of your car, and I'm not saying you have to know about cars, but if you could do a little bit of research, if you could sort of understand some of the mechanical stuff, just to do enough research that you kind of get the parts of your car, you're way less likely to get ripped off, because you can ask the questions, and then you can make an informed decision about whether something needs to be done. And I'm not saying that, like, lots of times when a mechanic says this needs to be done, it needs to be done. But sometimes there's a cheaper option. Maybe you don't need synthetic oil in your car. Right? Maybe your brakes are wearing, but they're not worn. They might be fine until your next service, so you have to get the information. And if you ask to go into the shop and see your car, that's completely acceptable. Yeah, they're it slows things down a bit. But if they say your brakes are completely worn and you doubt that, you say, show me. But once you've done that, get the hell out of the shop. No, very few mechanics want you standing over them, watching what they're doing. And you know what? You're a safety hazard in the shop. So look, be informed, ask them a few questions, get to know your car, and then get the hell out. This vlog today is a lot less silly than normal. It's a bit serious. But I really hope that this could in some way actually help you. This is why I've been serious today. Thank you for tuning in. You are all my sexies. Goodbye until next time.